Kal Alba Howard Laya Basham Yoshai Basham Kakudash. Belongings to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well peace and salutation to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And Madam Natas like say Shalom. Yeah, I give it a real short one, you know. Based on this excerpt from this probably is Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. Right. It says my brother posted this in the group chat. Justin, China issues another warning. The kind of war it is, a tariff war or a trade war or a cold war or a hot war, they should not be fought and cannot be won. Right? So China letting America know, anyhow you slice it, you're not going to win. Alright? And I didn't drop that many things. It's just about two precepts come to mind, but the thing about it is, everybody turning their back on the so-called golden city. The scriptures call them the golden cup now, but that was in the Lord's hand. Jeremiah 51. I guess we should pull out. We should pull out first, right? This video will be an impromptu video, just rolling in the spirit. Alright. Jeremiah 51. I believe it was verse 7. It's a Babylon. His code name America in the scriptures. Had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, and that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad here. Because they would be mad to think that this place is the best place on earth. The city is the strongest city on earth. The city, all things considered, they will at a point. But now, they will be at the end of that time. We're seeing the as it's saying second interest, ends in effects and signs. We're seeing it. We're seeing the effects and signs that it ending in. And praise to your Hashem Shai that we had to see it. Alright. So we go back to the Isaiah 14 now. Because of a point to be made in there. It says, they that see thee shall not the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the earth as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nation, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house. So everybody will be in their own place, with their own people, right? So now we have the BRICS nations, right? And if you watch it, I believe most of them countries on the eastern hemisphere, well, except for Brazil over here in the west. But nevertheless, all of them have one thing in common. Cut all ties with who? With the big B. Big Babylon. Right? And that is what gives China the for lack of a better word, the pride to say, hey, whatever war they think all they could thing on me, so they shouldn't fight it and all they can win it. You understand? Trust me. You understand? Because growing up, I used to think everything was made in China. Right? China is a production hub. Majority of American produced stuff, the factories are in China. That is why Donald Trump, when he was first elected, He was on this MAGA campaign. Well, he's still on the MAGA thing, but you know what I mean? But a different angle now. He trying to implement and feed up digitalization and all these lovely things. But nevertheless, right? One of the things he said was he wanted to bring back all the factories to America. And why is that? Right? Because they're using him as a pawn to start it, to increase the tension, to tip it, to bring it to the breaking point, and then have something happen and point a finger, blame somebody, and that is what they always do. You know what I mean? It's just another tactic. But this time, it have more severe consequences than previous times, than prior times, No way you could, as they say over there in the cool, is you could get your wig split, you know? Don't think, don't think that they're bluffing over here, they're not playing over there. Alright? So let me get the book of jewelry. You know what I mean? Very similar to other videos on the same topic because I mean it's just a iteration that's showing you is more evidence that the prophecy is coming to pass. People turning away from Babylon and going back to the thing and building their own strongholds, going back to the people and building the strongholds. Even I believe it was it's Britain or the UK. One of them was saying they need to spend no allies like at Germany. I believe it was the Chancellor in waiting. Mers or whatever his name is, Mers. I think it's him, yeah. You could correct me if I am wrong, it's because I'm man. If memory serves me correctly, I believe it's a mostly they need to spend more money on defense. Now everybody wanna build up this health. Right? And it says beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Once again, these weak nations saying what I am strong. Right, 50 years ago China consider. Right, 50 years ago they didn't get over the Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Yeah, it was in Japan, but I mean, it was over in their hemisphere, so they felt, I mean, it was close enough to home, I suppose. Right, and that is what America was using as a trump card. Hey, don't forget what we do over there, don't forget this, don't forget that. But hey, what China and them saying is, we could do all of the same thing, So don't feel like, I mean, you have the biggest stick or you have the upper hand. As what they say, it should not be fought and it cannot be won. It's either both of us be destroyed, or we destroy you, but you're not beating me. That is more or less the mindset, right? They use the mecca of production to ramp up their defenses. They allied with nations of like mind to understand against America, Russia, Brazil. You know what I mean? All these countries, they found the BRICS nations, they found the whole conglomerate to come against them, right? But the thing about Americans, they're so prideful, they don't see it like maybe they're onto something. Maybe they could, what I mean? Let's not, what I mean? They are the more, what's the Edomite Americans, huh? They are the more, let me try it and see what they have. They're bluffing, you know? Hey, all this is just lining up with prophecy. And that is just the message I wanted to iterate in this video. Till next time, I hope it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Hashem HaKadosh. Until next time, Shalom.